Another day in New York and an all too familiar scene. Medical staff going to the aid of a coronavirus patient who's collapsed. With the hospitals here close to being overwhelmed, doctors say they'll soon have to make choices about which patients to treat and which to let die. Some have taken to social media to warn of the severity of the situation.
You can think of it as your lungs being filled with fluid, like you're drowning. And once you get to that point where you're drowning, you need a ventilator to stay alive, and we're running out of that equipment for people.
Across the city, makeshift morgues, ready for the peak of the pandemic. But the state governor fears that even when the crisis has passed, life won't be the same.
The fear that we have, the anxiety that we have, that's not just going to go away. When do we get back to normal? I don't think we get back to normal. I think we get back, or we get to a new normal.
But the US president had other things on his mind. Flanked not by the scientists this time, but by military officials, Donald Trump announced measures to prevent drug smugglers taking advantage of the crisis.
Today, the United States is launching enhanced counter-narcotics operations in the Western Hemisphere to protect the American people from the deadly scourge of illegal narcotics. We must not let the drug cartels exploit the pandemic to threaten American lives.
Well, just 24 hours ago, we'd seen a very different Donald Trump, somber, more measured than usual, as though he'd finally grasped the enormity of this crisis. This was back to the more familiar Trump, though, switching from subject to subject, from oil prices to restaurant bills, and returning to that very positive message that America will soon bounce back stronger than ever.
Trump's high approval ratings suggest many Americans still have faith in that message. But as the pandemic extends its grip across the country, others are less convinced. John Brain, TRT World, Washington.